As expected of my senior, that was awesome!
Before joining Daybreak Squadron, Gray had all—
That kid knows every story about the Astral Express like the back of his hand. And he's always what an amazing battle! Well, more than beating you, we were hoping Gray would leave a lasting impact. After all, being remembered by their idol.
Oh, you bet. Besides my senior, my teammate—
It's a shame, though. If she really could become the 5th member of our team, our recognition would rise even further. After all—
That's only because we haven't done anything.
Don't worry. Given the state of Dual-Dimension City, a mind-blowing—
Yeah, just yesterday, I rescued 5 people from—
There you go again. Gosh, like the Astral Express. We don't need to act to prove—
Silly you. It's the
Come on. Don't make fun of me.
Anyone who perseveres in their own life is a hero indeed.
Thanks for your guidance, Trailblazer. And lastly, I wonder if you could take a—
Trailblazer?
Whoa!
3.
Darkness waits, and dark—
Time's about up. We should meet with Madame Pearl now. Oh, right. Want to say goodbye to your big fan before we go?
Blue, yellow! You guys were amazing back then!
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not entirely impossible, I'd say.
Gray, being a masked hero... looks like your idol's here to see you.
Senior? Huh? Why the sudden apology? It's fine, it's me. I'm just too... It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but when I saw how scared those people later, when I read about the Astral Express story online, and learned of now I too have a chance to become a hero like you. Together, with my brothers and sisters in the daylight, I'm just too weak.
I don't want to give you empty platitudes about humans triumphing over fate. Your desire to fight for those around you, and your wish...
Thank you, Trailblazer. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. Could you please sign that famous line? That's the one!
Rules are boundaries.
I'll remember today for the rest of my life.
Well, that about wraps up today's tour. After seeing Indeed, rather than the power to rule this world directly, that individual draws even greater strength from Pearlux. Madame Pearl is waiting for you at the top of this building to discuss matters regarding the Phantasmoon Games. Let me give you a little reminder. The rules of Phantasmoon Games have never required any competition between... As an IPC employee, I've said far too much. Your friends are waiting...
I feel like Mechatrons and Cats.
Over here! Over here! Mr. Yang and I watched the whole thing on the screen! Not only did you assemble the Mechatron and give autographs to your fan, but Mr. Yang's looking at you with such loving eyes.
Indeed. Seeing her so happy reminds...
What are you talking about? Mr. Yang, you're still as young as ever.
I understand everything she wanted to show us. There are just a...
Miss Nyalux?
Ah, there you are. We've been looking everywhere for you. The Secretary's office sent...
Wait, if Mr. Feld is the one who's supposed to...
Miss Nile? Agent Nihilux. An IP-30?
Imagenesis Technology Department?
Could she be some kind of corporate spy who snuck into the... Oh, this is a real mess. What are those security guards even doing? Distinguished guests, are you hurt? Or did she trick you into giving her money or anything like that?
Why didn't you say so? This lady seemed totally legit. She smoothly guided us around the place like a pro. I thought she was one of your people.
I need to report this to security right away. She can't have gone far. Let's catch her.
Thank you for your help. Astral Express crew, Madame Pearl has been waiting for quite some time. Please inform Madame Pearl that the 3 guests from the Express will arrive shortly.
Pearl demonstrated the full process of creating a Mechatron army, based on what I saw.
Hello, guests from the Astral Express. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for your gracious hospitality, Madame Pearl.
I understand there was a minor incident in the lower lobby involving someone impersonating a Pearl Lux employee. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment.
We're fine. Don't worry about us. But how are things with you? Did you lose any valuable tech? Blueprints? Or top secret information?
No, Pearl Lux's data firewall remains untouched, and all assets under security network surveillance are intact. The only change... Never mind. I can make a preliminary assessment that this... Lately, mishaps have been piling up, like dark clouds before a downpour, casting.
Could you be referring to...
33 citizens were found dead in the Dovebrook district. In addition, an IPC specialist assigned to negotiate the purchase of a Mask of Elation died in an unexpected incident. This part... Managing capital and managing a corporation share one thing in common. That is, an aversion to risk and a pursuit of stability. As the executive officer of Plain Arcadia, I bear an inescapable responsibility for the safety of this world. As one of the 10 Stonehearts, I hope to bring the Phantasmoon Moon Games to a swift and safe conclusion. Rather than staging another dangerous battle, like what happened at Graphia Academy, I hope the supplicants can show the people of this world miracles of joy and happiness instead of sorrow. Therefore, I'd like to hear the Express's request. Trailblazer, please, tell me, what's your ultimate goal?
You mentioned earlier?
I think the rules and rewards for the
That's exactly what I thought when I joined the games 15 years ago. These games allow supplicants to do anything, good or evil. What's more vague is what can winners do when they share the power of the elation. According to legends and historical records they listen to the victor's wishes and grant them permission to use their power. Sometimes I wonder, if we had agreed to become the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance...
If I win, I'll give up sharing Aha's power.
I get it. That's actually to begin with. This is far more meaningful than taking up a god's authority and squandering it freely for a single minute. Secondly, placing an Eon on the righteous cause of opposing the universe's. Finally, this would also help us avoid the risk we currently face. If we handle the negotiations well, perhaps Aha could stand behind the Astral Express. Just like our cooperation with this. The only question.
Don't worry about that. From what I know about them, they'll agree. What kind of god of games would they be if they broke their own rules? Besides, they still owe the Express a debt. This is their IOU for the Express debt from when they were traveling with Akavilli, complete. Use this to blackmail. Probably.
So, you're saying you want a logical extrapolation. Failed. Success rate, indeterminable. This request is far too lacking in structure. Yet within an irrational context, it seems to conceal if the universe is the master of Elation's playground, then they should do something about this playground that's as expected of the Trailblazer. However, I don't think you stand. I've joined as a supplicant. Not a single rule in the Phantasmoon games requires supplicants to.
Plain Arcadia's admit.
At the same time, she has at her disposal
with money and power.
As I previously proposed to Miss Himiko, I'm willing to cooperate with the Astral Express to ensure the smooth progression of the Phantasmoon games.
But the Astral Express isn't your only partner, is it?
I have 2 other allies. However, you all are my most promising, and I will do everything in my power to fulfill my partner's wishes within that limit.
As we told you before, our strategy is to become a sail, advance and retreat together.
An ally like Sparksy? It's true that you defeated her and took her mask, but given her typical decision-making style... Hypothesis. The Sinwish Syndicate's missing mask. I thought it fell into the Cien.
That's right.
With this new variable in play, I'll have to adjust my extrapolations.
An IPC senior executive, Plain Arcadia's administrator, a member of the 10 Stonehearts, joining the games personally. It certainly has an intimidating ring to it.
She's right. Your identity is far too sensitive. You want to control these games, and all they see is the all-powerful IPC and an influential executive pulling all the string.
observation, I must say. Quite impressive.
But I do not believe you yourself would overlook this. Madam Pearl.
What I want to recreate Graphia's divine art.
Does that have...
Hard to believe, no? My birth originated from the theme assigned by the Celestial Different. At first, I was nothing more than a machine that imitated human painting. Day after day, I studied. Day after day, I exhausted every possibility. Graphia's ultimate creation was establishing the world in canvas at the end of the Phantom Moon Games.
Is this your personal pursuit? Or the IPC's demands on this world?
Both. The IPC's point of view is far more pragmatic. The world in canvas is a dimension that can shield us from the...
Unfortunately, it seems we can't convince each other to back out for now.
Then, I have another proposal. Why don't we shift our... These two individuals' objectives are unclear, and their abilities remain a mystery. If left unchecked... That is correct. But all you need to do is sacrifice a time before we move on to the details of our cooperation. I was thinking of having Perlux Corp host an expo for the Astral Express.
Star Rail Fest? You mean hosting a Fluffy across...
Correct, but not entirely. The Fluffy is well known in this world, so it's a good collaboration element. But what I want is an unprecedented Astral Express exhibition, with the Fluffy being just a small part of it.
Are you trying to use this exhibition to lure...
Huh? What if they're up to no good?
There are many ways to take the lead afterward. Together, we can create a miracle for all. I'll also get Full Wish TV and other mainstream media outlets involved for promotional cooperation. And a wise choice. Before the Star Rail Fest officially begins, I have one more favor to ask of you.
Doesn't Perlux own the...
Since their debut, this author has remained anonymous, never revealing their true identity in public. But now that we've reached an agreement, I'll leave it in your capable hands. By the way, before you leave, please accept this small gift as a memento. I've studied in detail the records of my colleagues' interactions with partners in Pinnacle, so please, keep this chip with you as a symbol of good fortune for our future cooperation.
Well, we'll be on our way then.
As your private detective, I must warn you that a grand exhibition of unprecedented scale...
I understand. That's why I haven't...
You actually think they would need my protection with their strength?
Hidden beneath each extrapolation, tiny signals of... Now that you've taken up the mask, let's talk about payment. What do you want? The same as always? Money?
Before we talk about payment, let's discuss the Herald of Death. Although the Department of Aberration Defense sealed and destroyed all records of the Bloodstained Games, I still managed to uncover some unusual. After the Herald of Death incident, the victims' families collectively received compensation so massive it could fill any gaping wound. So, I figured, maybe we could find some leads by looking into official Plain Arcadia expenditures. But here's the interesting part. This item was nowhere to be found in that year's public financial report. Care to guess whose book? It was you, the omnipresent IPC. To be precise, it was the IPC's technology department that paid this.
Following the usual human drama tropes, am I supposed to give you a round of applause now?
In movies, big shot like you would usually raise a hand right about now, revealing the dark muzzle of a gun. I'm afraid you've learned too much. And bang! That's when the gun goes off. And
Sorry, my hand is on the checkbook and unavailable. Mr. Ashvale, tell me, how many zeros would you like to see on that check for—
It's not about the—
Indeed, money isn't the issue. 100.
Are you trying to buy me off like some poor victim's family? Tell me.
300 million? I know you've always needed money. For cryosleep.
I'm not your lackey.
500 million? I could pretend there's a glitch in my calculation.
I want.
Oh. An unexpected choice. The answer is, I don't know much. The Herald of Death affair lies 15 years in the— This world is like an unfinished game of chess that's been dragging on for years.
But since—
Reasonable. I'll share what I know about the answer. Marcus Antali, the Herald of Death. Last member of the Intelligentsia Guild, School of Evolutionary Perfection. 5 years ago, his identity was— Miss Yabali, head of the technology department, took possession of his belongings. And even I don't have—
No wonder. So, that guy was practically IPC personnel. Give or take. That also explains why the technology—
A serial killer coming back from the dead is the least of our worries. Even if a serial killer does come back to life, he's still just as— What's more concerning is this. Someone wants to exploit the legacy of the Herald of Death. Miss Yabali took away everything that man left behind, except for the fear. And during the Phantasmoon Games, not only can miracles trigger wish power, but fear too.
No wonder you're in such a hurry to end the games.
Mr. Ashvale, I've always respected you.
Respect. Deal, Madam Pearl. Whoever this new Herald of Death is.
By the authority vested in me as CEO of Planet, go ahead and do what you must.
My friend, I don't blame you, but I'm done being a—
Just do it, you coward! Let me die as a coward!
Shoot me?
Nice skybow above.
Not knowing who you are, not knowing why you exist here.
In ancient times, humanity's daily goal was to obtain 2,000 calories of food. But now, in an era where you can get food delivered to your door with just a tap— Tell me, will the Phantasmoon Games bring a new direction to this world, Ashvale?
What's wrong with getting food with just the tap of your finger? Don't tell me you. 2,000 calories are pointless, but just for survival. It's the goals beyond 2,000 calories. I'm just a detective. Ask me such a profound question again next time, and I'll charge extra.
My apologies. I just heard you joined the Phantasmoon Games and couldn't resist asking for— You've met Madame Pearl, huh?
She dumped this hot potato—
On us. Judging by your—
Because I have a lead. To prevent copycats, you kept the Herald of Death's modus operandi.
There's only a few people who could reproduce this killing method with such precision. The investigators from the
Detective Kuchiba, I've heard that you've devoted considerable—
So, I'm the prime—
Just a bit of minor deduction. After all, murderers always love to return to the scene of the crime.
That's not deduction. It's a conjecture at best. It's been 15 years. The relevant people and the victims' families have all gone their separate ways.
Yeah. After losing their loved ones in such a cruel way. I remember seeing that in the case files you sent me.
I wonder. After all—
Maybe they have. After all, they go by a new name now.
You mean that charity with the slogan—
before he died, Costide mentioned that group to me.
The Research Society of Happy Smiles, huh? A charity that helps people escape? That sounds like they've turned over a new leaf. How could you call them rivals?
I dug a little deeper into them. And...
You mean your monkey dug up something interesting, right?
Okay. Mr. N dug up something interesting.
That name rings a bell. Wait, this is getting a little too coincidental. Just...
Luck's a part of a detective's toolkit anyway. Whether Full Wish is guilty...
Dovebrook District New Life Project. Holding a seminar at a place meant to bury past trauma. The very sight of...
So what are we waiting for? It's time to drag Dovebrook...
Are you talking? Yeah. I'm almost there.
This place is...
A rich person like Full Wish can make most people's wildest dreams come true.
If money could really accomplish everything, the IPC wouldn't be eyeing this erasing history.
In past victory records, there have been countless and often bizarre instances where you have to understand. The Phantasmoon Games isn't just some wish-granting lamp. What makes it irresistible is that it turns the one...
That's quite alluring. Have you heard about the noblest worm, Ahami Godlike? It became the happiest creature...
Your knowledge of these unofficial records is enough to rival ours.
Miss Kuchiba, is that a
Fishing. Don't be afraid. I'm guessing what you want goes beyond a straightforward act of revenge. Beyond a vigilante execution carried out in public. If you were only out to avenge friends, with or without the Phantasmoon Games, someone like you would talk. So tell me, Mr. Ashvale, what do you
consider it a mystery? If I make it to the end, you'll know the answer before.
Well then.
Daily life here fits like a tailored prison uniform. Wear it too long and you forget what your bones should feel like. Ugh, Full Wish hasn't shown up yet. Let's talk with the members of the Research Society. Maybe we can coax them.
I got called into another chat with the boss today. Everyone is smiling at me. These days, I go home, change my baby boy's diaper. Hell, when Emma left me, you must have left the kids. When I look back,
Right. All thanks to Miss Fullwish. Yesterday, during my tumor removal, the anesthesia wore off halfway through. I used to be too weak to even get out of bed.
Isn't that amazing?
Hey, did you two...
You've come to the right person. My neighbor... I saw the news too. Those parasites who ruin the people. Wait, they
something like that. Still owed their underboss tens of thousands of...
So you're...
We meet again.
Good. Since in the past, I struggled with mobility. I own a lot of imagining that factory-made types like me don't count as their own. And humans look at us. If every sentient being has a home, then... But here, in this society, no one cares what I am.
Congrats. You found your home.
Aha said the same. They...
Aha talks to you.
Of course. You mean...
Don't worry. Once you join the society...
Looks like it's about time. The star of the show doesn't
Everyone, please make some room.
By the Master of Elation, may they be very happy. Thank you for your smiles. They're like lamps in the dark. So precious. But before we celebrate the elation, let me share a memory. As you all know, 15 years ago, during the Phantom Moon Games, that day, I lost my parents. After that, all that remained of my world, a door shut tight. Just hearing the words, Herald of Death, made me I even once thought the only escape was to follow the dead and leave with them. Back then, I was just an empty shell. Breathing, she didn't offer empty words. Child, would you try stepping outside this door? She smiled at me. A warm at the Mutual Aid Society. I saw countless souls scarred by fate. Some bore wounds, and yet, what truly moved me wasn't the pain. It was how, beneath those, they taught me something precious. Pain can destroy a person. The smiles passed from one another through mutual aid is, each time, we share a true smile. And that's why the Research Society of Happy Smiles was founded. I will share this divine... No more sorrow! Everyone, I have questions for you. When was the last time, Minato? Do you ever feel like your days are looping endlessly? Like an old...
You're right.
Miss Bellwoods, you left school full of dreams, only to have your resume rejected again and again. And Taija did the cold exclusion at school and the indifference of the... When we were born, no one had to teach us how to smile. But who once our world was blessed by Aha's grace. A gentle until the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation violently tore us away from that sanctuary. They flooded us with dazzling material desires, blinding our hearts. They fed... Wish power has turned into fuel. Credits jingle where heartfelt laughter, elation, the truest light of life itself, is being eaten away.
You said it. I work myself to death for scrap and those useless loudmouths online.
The IPC is...
Look around you. This land was once blessed by the Master of Elation. Do you remember the moment I found happiness again? It was when, even through their pain, they gave me that smile. A smile. So listen well. Only by opening your heart and join the Research Society of Happy Smiles. Our mission doesn't end with finding our own smiles. We must bring them to while others pray to the eons for their own desires. We, the true followers of Aha, carry a higher calling.
To fulfill Aha's wish?
Yes. To still every cry of sorrow. To wipe away. It is her
Eternal laughter!
The speech is over. What's your take, Detective?
She's so far gone, it's hard to make sense of it.
Miss Fullwish, I'm Kuchiba from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'd like to have a chat with you.
Ah, I see. You're here about the Sinwish Syndicate case, aren't you?
So, you were expecting us.
Oh, I heard the news. The entire Sinwish Syndicate massacred in Dovebrook. They may not have been saints, but I still pray for...
Though, rumor has it the Research Society of Happy Smiles had a few run-ins with them regarding recruitment, donations, turf. Sounds like plenty of reasons for conflict, don't you?
Are you suggesting we had the Sinwish Syndicate killed? For conflicted...
Whoa, wait, that's not what I said.
You know nothing about our finances. Every expense is covered by a charitable foundation established with the compensation from 15 years ago. We don't need a single... When I heard about this tragedy, I personally allocated relief money for the victims' families to keep... Tell me, Miss Kuchiba. Someone copied the Herald of Death and slaughtered dozens. What will your...
We never released that detail. How do you know someone's imitating the
Isn't that what you've been waiting for? For the killer to slip up so you can swoop in? 15 years have passed. You don't seriously believe we're still living in an age where information can be sealed off at will, do you? From the very day the murders occurred, the news has long... The Sinwish Syndicate paid a fortune for some ancient mask. And the next thing you know, they're all dead.
Please pay no attention to baseless rumors.
Rumors? And yet you're here. Let alone... Otherwise, why do you suspect me? Only someone who knows the original case could recreate it so perfectly. Everyone! You heard our conversation, didn't you? The Herald of Death has returned. He's here, in Dovebrook. He's slain the entire Sinwish Syndicate. He's back to relive the carnage of the phantasm...
The Herald of Death? Didn't the officials declare him executed?
He's immortal? A demon? He's back for revenge! He'll take revenge on everyone! Aren't gang members the very people who steal smiles from others? And isn't the best way to make bad people happy to erase them from the world?
Yeah, Sister Mechatron is right! Those thugs back from the dead?
Lies! The IPC kept him alive to wield him.
You useless officials! 15 years ago, you failed to let him get away! And that's why he's back again now!
Everyone, there's no need to panic. Remember who you are. You are those who live beneath Aha's, once the Herald of Death. Fed, look at the smiles on the faces of those around you. There is the Research Society of Hatch this into your hearts.
What's going on?
Yes, as long as we're happy enough, there's nothing happiness. Happiness is our weapon. Happiness will save this world. Let happiness infect everyone and spread to every corner of the sky. Back up and is born with happiness. Happiness. Back up and is born with happiness.
Silence! My apologies, officers. I can't provide anything useful for now, but rest assured, I'll cooperate with any investigation from the Department of Aberration Defense, whether it's the newly emerged Herald of Death or the various upheavals surrounding the Phantasmoon Games. The Research Society of Happy Smiles will handle them, or perhaps, after all this, you too have felt that yearning within your hearts. Would you like to?
I'll pass. But I've got a feeling we'll meet again.
Miss Fullwish, thank you for your cooperation. Hopefully, next time we meet, it won't be like this.
May the Master of Elation watch over all and bless you with the...
Let go of your obsession. Let go of the... You're the one who should be dead. Orange, come. Join your brothers. Let the gears...
Sorry. The day will come.
What did you say?
Nothing. The bait was there. But she...
Quite the opposite, actually. Not only did she take our bait... The bloody bloom mark from the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. How did she know that detail? When we specifically obfuscated it with special mark. She broadcasted this information word for word, and even used it to stir up public sentiment, scattering it across the place like tossing blood-soaked...
Well, maybe she has her connections, or maybe she made a lucky guess as one of the victims. Regardless, she's right about one thing. Trying to stop something from spreading today sure is a lot.
So, Mr. Ashvale, did your lucky radar start blaring when it came to Fullwish?
There is something very wrong about that woman. You saw the way she played the crowd, huh? I guarantee you that it had nothing to do... Still, this whole run has been smooth to an unbelievable degree. We got our bearings in no time at all.
You're right. It's too risky to make a direct move against a well-respected philanthropist and media tycoon.
There were people from all walks of life at the gathering just now. Workers, suits, students, the elderly, and even Mechatrons. Judging by their crazed enthusiasm, I highly doubt they'd be willing to testify against Fullwish. But...
Mr. Ashvale, coercive interrogation is strictly against...
Don't get the wrong idea. I meant an old friend that I spotted at the gathering. By the way...
I thought you weren't a TV...
Not me! Mr. N. He watches it.
Your monkey is quite the
Anyway, come on.
Is that him?
Shh.
What? You lost him?
Not even... Hey! Oh, we're just two grown-up fans of the Daybreak Squadron trying to get an autograph.
Mr. Ashvale? Don't
Really? Cinderborn, the peacekeeper of our city, vanquisher of evil fiends, is long time no see, Magnus.
You're not here for autographs, are you? I saw you two at the gathering. I don't understand. She's been nothing but a kind, lawful person who spread...
You heard about what happened with Sinwish,
Then...
The perpetrator left the same signature as the Herald of Death.
So, did that monster really kill Mr. Polwave? 15 years and he's back?
Mr. Magnus, you're one of the survivors.
Yes. But...
What's the... Because that Herald of Death was executed 15 years ago. That's for certain.
So, just because we're survivors, we automatically...
If that's what you want, Miss Kuchiba can arrange for it later.
It doesn't matter. If you have a 15 years ago, I was left all alone in this world. Abuse, deception, It was the society that gave me the chance to live the life I have.
What about the Sinwish Syndicate then? If I recall correctly, they took care of you once. Old Polwave helped you deal with those relatives.
Listen, Mr. Ashvale, the debt I owe the Sinwish Syndicate will be paid. I will...
You're in over your head. The new Herald of Death is very dangerous. I doubt a handful of actors...
You think we're just a couple of kids playing superheroes with masks, right? Well, you're wrong. I haven't had my transformation surgery yet, but I can already...
Boys, let's stay on topic, shall we? I just wanted to have a few words about the society.
I have nothing to say to you either, Miss Kuchiba. Neither of you are getting a word.
Well, not by choice. These IPC dogs...
Would you look at that? The hunter...
What does it matter? If someone's looking for...
You have 5 minutes for questioning.
Never expected my first miracle as a son. Let's get this over with then. And if you want to... Fair warning. I'm not in practice. If you get hurt...
These don't hurt at all!
Have some fun.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ashvale. I have to stop you.
Hooray, Cinderboard! Shut up!
Hey, this snow blue. Destroy the sky. I'll energize. Don't worry, night comes. Good night. Trust me.
We can do anything!
Don't blink. Replace hatred with love.
There's something serious.
Enough!
What's the matter, defender of this? This is the real Phantasmoon Games, Matt. 15 years ago, at dusk in this city, the Herald of Death tore people apart. I know you want to make something out of yourself, like the Trailblazer of the Astral Express. And I know you want to catch the new Herald, but here's the deal. It's not your duty. You mentioned a conversion surgery earlier. Are you... That figures. I was wondering why these people looked like they felt no pain at all. Nothing to say? Fine by me. Time to hurry and get some answers from these people while they're still on the ground. Hey, lackey.
Pain.
Smile.
The laughter. Those who suffer shouldn't exist.
What the heck?
This is... with a prick of the needle, no more than a mosquito's bite. The doctor puts his people who have had the surgery, so even your body becomes stronger. And your mind...
So...
I'm not ready, but the rest of the squadron had it, and they say it's the necessary step to becoming a true super... Mr. Ashvale.
The surgery won't make you stronger. Remember the hesitation and fear you feel in this moment, Magnus. Go now. I have some cleaning up to do.
So, did you...
These people have all been processed by the smiles. Heck, who knows what method they used. It completely neutralized their ability to say. Is this the kind of
As if. I doubt they even bothered to submit an application.
Which means full with the idea was to find the Herald of Death with the leads we had. And here we are.
Judging by their voices, these follow. If all this has nothing to do with the Herald of Death, then after all, how they pursue happiness is their own choice. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you serious, Kujiba?
It's only human instinct to avoid pain, right? Such avoidance doesn't go against the laws of nature.
Not a crime. Well, my instinct right...
Unfortunately, Mr. Ashvale?
I'm here to follow my senses and dig up whatever's at the bottom. Besides, I don't think we need to turn over every stone to figure it out. If the new Herald of Death and Full Wish are connected, we'll be...
You mean Madame Pearl promised that top-level security would be...
According to Sunday, the crow should lead me to Blade's whereabouts. Since it stopped here, that means...
I wasn't even looking for you. Yet here you are.
We haven't even settled the score over the mask you stole from the Sinwish Syndicate. And now you're skulking around and...
What do you, or should I say, all of you want?
General Yao Guang of Yuchui has come to this world and is looking for... Dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. In her divination, you will become a slave to your own violence, bringing a catastrophic end. The only violence within you that comes to my mind is Shuhu. The emanator of abundance who resurrected time and time again. The monster who turned planets into living beings and merged billions of people into flesh spheres. The Xianzhou fears that he is using your body to resurrect.
So, what's your plan? Kill me again.
Oh my. Things are getting a little heated. Should I get you both slushy?
Thank you.
I'll pass.
While General Yao Guang's divination may foretell a death battle between us, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the only... My experiences on the Express have shown me time and time again that even fate's set in stone. I have no intention of getting into a quarrel with you, but I need to make sure that the present... Thus, I must know your purpose here, Blade.
He stated this trip would be connected to death. Much obliged. In my experience, it's best not to get your hopes up. However, the General's divination isn't entirely baseless. There's another power here.
Is there another form of abundance in the world besides you?
Perhaps there is more.
Are you referring to the disciples of Sanctus?
Something far more dangerous.
Do they have support from other factions?
Unclear.
As such, I'll keep an eye on you until everything settles. Just like you did. That's as far as I'll go.
Did you two just agree to some weird collaboration before me?
I'll leave that matter in your hands, Silverwolf.
I don't get it. That good-for-nothing detective didn't even blink an eye before selling us out to Pearl. And you still plan on working?
There are things only he can get.
Hey, you two! Why the long faces?
Come on, smile. Whether you're hungry or full, poor or rich, the laughter is...
Thank you, but I'll pass. Another one? How many...
Well, locals say ever since the Sinwish Syndicate case.
That gang's fall left a power vacuum, and the Research Society of Happy Smiles filled...
I think I'm starting to get a better picture now.
Not only me. It might also be tied to the ominous fate General Yao Guang warned about a few days ago, when I used the tuning power to help her intervene at SparksyCon.
Straight?
Yes. Cheerful, happy laughter echoing in their heads. Oh, without those gangsters, this street's much cleaner now.
The so-called voice of Aha those society recruiters claim to hear?
Whatever that is, from the moment I set foot on this street, I've been using my tuning ability to sense the residents' minds. Miss Tingyun, each of them carries the same sound. Identical laughter.
Mind control?
Are you trying to say that this is tied to the harmony?
My apologies.
No, this isn't the work of any tuner. It feels like a barrier, born from the human mind itself, to numb the unbearable, like a worn-out tape recorder hidden deep in the subconscious, repeating the same thing over and over. I am happy.
So...
Wherever this laughter comes from, causing so many people to self-deceive, and beneath these calm waters, the undercurrents are far more...
The bad news just keeps coming.
The bird I entrusted to General Yao Guang has seemingly gone silent. I can't share its vision anymore, but I know it hasn't faded. That means she's still in this world, so...
Let's pray she returns soon, with some news to pierce through all this fog. Otherwise...
Blurry QR code? Why would the author of Fluffy... You're taking it a bit too literal. Someone who can draw something that... I heard the Fluffy's been running for half a year in a magazine, but after that Memory Bubble movie, A Holy Grail Stay Night, old Odie produced, became a map. Now the latest chapter, the Sacred Flames return, and this cult sure knows a lot about our journey. Aw, come on. Whatever. Oh, according to the address, the Perlux employee...
For such a small place, Dovebrook District.
Turn left at the first intersection. The Furbobo? Oh, don't tell me the author of the Fluffy is come on, let's go! The Fluffy goes puff, 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 puff.
Please come in. Let me guess. You're not... Why are you here? What's the problem? I'm the magazine's founder, its president, and it's...
A million? President Nihilux has already been behind on my...
A boss who doesn't pay wages has no right to sit here!
Idiots. Without me, you'd all have been locked up in some Department of Aberration Defense painting. Have you ever heard of the sensational serial thief case, Phantom Furbomorph?
I'm sorry! I was wrong! I shouldn't have talked back! I'm sorry for being
boob! Even if you've got dirt on us, making us work for free is...
We've had enough! We've overthrown...
Welcome, traveler. Furbo Hot Pot requires a reservation. Rumors are 10,000 credits apiece, and if you're looking to hire a hitman, you came to meet the brilliant, charming, and universally adored Blurry.
Once you rule out all the wrong answers, the only one here who can actually draw is you.
You saw right through me. As a reward for seeing through my disguise, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Nihilux. You can also call me...
Aw, no wonder you were tagging along back at Perlux Tower, acting like you knew us so well. Wait... This blurry QR cult persona isn't a...
Identity is just a mask and a body. Real or fake, it's all in how you see it. At the very least, for now, there's no other blurry QR cult around who could show up at Star Rail Fest for a live signing and hide.
So, you already...
Just a little deduction, that's all. The news about Star Rail Fest is already everywhere online. Knowing how that perfectionist Madame Pearl operates, she's definitely pulling strings to make your... Naturally, having me step in was part of her plan.
If that's the case...
That said, I'll have to... Not to brag, but Fluffy Across the Blue is ridiculously popular in this world. If tickets weren't limited, the line would wrap around the planet. That's not a signing event, but a public execution, right?
Yeah, that does sound pretty horrifying.
How should I know? It depends on what trouble you get yourselves into. I mean, on where you go, and on which villain you heroically defeat.
So tell me, Miss Nihilux, do you really have the right to refuse us? You've used the crew's likenesses and adventure experiences without permission.
Why are we talking about this all of a sudden?
Today, on behalf of the entire Astral Express crew, for your violation of our publicity rights, emotional damages, and lost wages, I hereby demand 1.6 billion credits.
Well, how did you work that out?
Believe it or not, I don't have a single coin on me right now.
That's impossible. Just your royalties alone.
Due to, unknown circumstances, my luck with money hasn't been great. But I get what this is really... I'll show up at Star Rail Fest. Is that good enough for you?
Then it's settled. Thank you, Colt.
That said, I also hope the two of you, as the original inspirations, will take some time to familiarize yourselves with... Time to attend Miss Nilux's class. Please follow me.
Miss Colt, why did you pick the Astral...
Well, I'm all about realism, but sadly, my previous... If you hadn't beaten Iron Tomb and boosted its popularity, this one would have been canceled too. Let's not ask sad questions, all right?
Sorry.
All right, pay attention. The cute little critter in the center of the image is Baseball Raccoon, the main character of Fluffy Across the Blue. Just at that moment, a terrifying monster is causing havoc on the space station.
Miss Colt, why is she the protagonist?
Readers today value immersion, and a character who has no memory of their past is, of course, the best choice.
I don't don't know anything about my...
Even though Little Raccoon joined the Express the latest, she's left behind so many stories across different worlds that there are even rumors in the Lafu's print with material this crazy not making it the main character? I might disagree, but Aha absolutely.
So every time you land somewhere, you just run around to get more...
March, the Fluffy is just a comic. Outside of this, the...
That sounds so passionate, Miss Cold. I totally get it now.
And so, the unruly baseball raccoon. Actually, I have a question too. Ever since I got punched in the face by sales numbers, I've grasped a universal truth.
Seriously? Even I feel like I can't compete with
Designing the adult versions took some work. After defeating the monster, Baseball Raccoon accepted an invitation from the other Here, the protagonist meets 3 big animals with distinct personalities. First, the adorable and universally loved. Beside them is the elegant navigator, Miss Hime-Cat.
I know! That's Hime-Cat! Her original inspiration is Himeko.
And the big brown dog on the other side, see?
Mr. Yang!
Just Mr. Yang.
Your taste in naming is...
Anyway, the 6 fluffy little creatures... As for the plot, it's pretty much the same as what you... If you don't stitch in a few local elements, no one's going... In the comic world, which is even more cutthroat than the Phantasmoon games, if you don't cater to the reader's taste... Once upon a time, great comic artists had the luxury of 100 chapters to build things up. Now, readers today are hard to please, and authors have to come up with ever more shocking and sensational material. Looks like you're all familiar with the characters from the Fluffy. Now... So, what do you see on the Fluffy stands?
It's her turned into a cute...
Yes, this is the but even for someone as interesting as you, there are many backstories. A comic artist's job is to capture the most interesting part. The cute and clever one is March Bunny. The unruly but reliable one is Baseball Raccoon. This is what we call a concrete archetype. And the abstract side of a character will only be further simplified in the So, how do you think the reader... Well said. Your heroic deeds and accomplishments drew my attention, and your demeanor gave me... But while the hero identity boosts the character's popularity, it also becomes a limitation. In turn, the reader's perceptions and expectations constrain the character's growth. If she can't come up with new ideas or grow stronger, the audience will soon lose interest in the comic. Unfortunately, the creation of Fluffy Across the Blue is now stuck. Honestly, after drawing comics for so long, I've pretty much run out of ideas. Hundreds of amber eras ago, people would laugh out loud just from seeing a cat do a backflip. Now, to get the same kind of enthusiastic reaction, you'd probably need to... Although the Fluffy specials are selling like crazy, doing side story. Ever since all the gossip memo keepers I hired got wiped out in Amphorius, my source of intel's been drying up fast. But if someone from the Astral Express could quiet... Whoa! Does blurry QR code have a time? Oh, that'd totally save the Fluffy's future. After all, my little Furbo crew already works for you. Just have them slip me a copy of... We'll do a 50-50.
Right. Since we've got the profit split sorted, looks like Star Rail Fest, a grand event that heroes and devils dancing. My hero, don't let us down.
A supplicant is the master of wish power, but wish power can all love and hatred are alike. Dependence resembles fear. What commands wish power isn't only love, but also hatred. Thank you. These notes will really be a big help to her.
Good. I'm so glad to be of help. For generations, many members of our family have attempted to enter the Phantasmoon Games. Some came close to the mask, but could only watch as history passed them by. Others wore it, only to fail in the end. That was until 400 years ago, when your great-great-grandfather Hero won the Phantasmoon Games and successfully gained an audience with us. But the family's curse was not broken. In his notes, he wrote, "Just as the god of destruction cannot cradle a bouquet, so too is the god of elation powerless against it."
Father, are you wondering what it was that healed me?
I know you're keeping something from me. But I don't care what cured you 15 years ago. As long as you're alive, still, as a father, there are things I must say, even if you don't want to hear them. As an artist, I'm fascinated by fleeting lives. How they struggle, they suffer, and in doing so, as a father, I can't stand by and watch my daughter walk into tragedy. I bless you.
The road ahead is shrouded by uncertainty, and that's why someone must take the first step to trailblaze a path others can follow.
I can't stop you, even though every part of me wishes you'd stay. But this is your choice, my daughter's choice. All I can do is stand by you quiet. Do you still remember the bedtime story I used to tell? They say there was once a princess in the sky. Day and night she painted in her celestial garden, untouched by the joys and sorrows of the one night. A thunderous sound echoed from her painting. Curious, she stepped inside. Through sea there stood an ancient tower, so tall it pierced the heavens, so vast it seemed to hold.
Climbing the endless staircase, the princess reached the summit, and from there she saw the world beyond her garden. From that tower of infinity descended the world painter to walk the mortal realm, with us to go where there are cries, to go where there are flames. That is the meaning of Murata.
But beyond the family name, my interpretation of our ancestor's name, Graphia, is also the hope I place in you. Himiko, whatever choice you make, if this is truly what you want, then go. Use those steps blazed upon Trail.
Thank you, Dad. By the way, how's your health? You haven't picked up any bad habits like smoking or drinking while I was
As the Dean of Graphia Academy, I still have to set a good example for my students. It's just, my tendinitis keeps acting up. My herniated disc is getting worse. Himeko.
At least until the lunar cycle shifts. I'll stay here in plain Arcadia.
I see. Himeko. safe travels on the trail.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to Foolish TV's special news segment, Arcadian...
Hi, everyone! I'm your host, Ellie! The Star Rail exhibition venue funded by Perlux Corp and constructed by
Thanks to modern imagenesis technology, it took only a day for the Skyline's lookout cloud.
Starting today, the Lookout Cloud line is officially opening up its stop for the Star Rail. The exhibition areas opening on day 1 include the Bellabong area, Sinjolafu area, and Penacony area.
For this event, Perlux cordially invites several crew members of the Astral Express.
That is certainly something to look forward to. I heard Perlux has also invited Blurry QR Cole, the author of Fluffy Across the Blue.
An exhibition to gather wish power. Now that's an interesting scheme. Leave it to Pearl to come up with such a bizarre idea.
Pearl is also
When I talked with Pearl, I shared with her the idea of becoming a sail.
Sometimes I wonder if Jade invited us here with the intention of giving her colleagues a winning edge.
For Pearl, this Ionic game is probably...
Though, compared to our usual opponents, this Intellitron executive is a...
It's not rationality that concerns me. It's the irrational factors. Exactly. News of the Dovebrook bloodbath has already blown up online. The department, with such a large crowd gathering there, this exhibition...
Pearl must have contingency plans for That old guy?
Whatever Pearl has planned, we must consider the possibility that the Herald of Death might attack the venue.
It's about time. Someone's got to stay behind on the express to keep the conductor company, and you guys have fun out there, but stay safe.
They're both out on a mission with General Yao Guang. Don Hung is tracking Blade's whereabouts, while Sunday...
Looks like the heavy burden of documenting our travels falls on yours, Star Rail Fest.
It's still early.
Passengers heading to Star Rail. Oh, the trains have been placing bets on who will get to escort. Oh, I could already feel everyone's enthusiasm turning into waves of... Ding, ding, dong! This special train is bound for
The Lookout Cloud.
Thank you for riding.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
Are those hired cosplayers over there?
Chat! I've made it in safely! For those who couldn't get tickets, you can catch the next to me as my partner. Wait!
Tis I, Cole.
We're
such trifles matter not. What doth matter?
The signing event hasn't even started yet. Besides...
What's our motto?
Stars we soar! Wow!
Astral Express! Astral Express! We love you! We love...
Shh. This isn't Amphorius, you know. Watch what you say. The family's got ears everywhere. It's best if we keep want to take a photo together.
No, thanks.
Who would have thought there'd be so... If Don Hung and Mr. Yang were here? What is...
Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that the astral... But I have to...
So many fans out there. Even more than the crowd that... Oh, hold on. That's not good. We need to be on high alert, so... I'm gonna brave... You bet.
Don't wander off too far, though.
Got it. 3, 2...
Hi! Trailblazer. Mind doing a short... Our audience is absolutely dying.
No problem. But let's...
First question. Seeing as Plain Arcadia was the starting...
Plain Arcadia has left. Everyone's chasing the latest trends.
Interesting! Throughout the history of the Phantasmoon games,
I'm just, but if I can, I hope.
That's an impressive answer. Speaking of which, after joining the games, you.
Sparksy gets her kicks through chaos, and as for the other native supplicants, as long as they don't.
Speaking of local supplicants, we've noticed that Star Rail Fest is Perlux Corp's way of rolling out the red.
The IPC's interests? Nah. Even though Star Rail Fest, at the end of the day, this is a.
Thank you for your valuable time. What a pretend. No worries.
Don't that tell you who sits next to me?
Wow, with that outfit, you must be cosplaying as March Bunny. Am I right? Since we're all fans here, let's skip the sales pitch. But I gotta say this up front.
I agree. The conductor is the cutest in the whole universe.
Sharp eye. We collaborated closely with artists from different worlds along the trail. I may not be that talented or have the artistic skills of a master, but I've written.
If any of you happen to be super hackers, space warp looking for a sense of truth in fictional.
It pleases you.
Our destiny lies on June 1st, year 40,000 of the Trailblaze Empire era, at 3 minutes later.
I'm sorry, Kafka. You.
Well, what about Silverwolf?
The folks here serious.
Buy one item, get a free novel! When the fluffy figurines hit the shelves the other day, this mysterious old guy snatched them all up. Saying so. Not long after he left, a girl with bunny ears came to buy figurines too. Then she discovered that in every collection.
Oh, that's horrifying! I can't let this. You know that feeling when you see your whole room is full of stuff, so you have to secretly hide them under your best friend's big bed. Aww, this is not good. Go look around without me.
Hey, little raccoon! Over here! Nice to see you again, little raccoon.
Here you are, the original inspiration for the Fluffy's main character, fresh as a daisy, yet no one
Well, none of my readers have seen. It's honestly heartbreaking that the organizers only gave me this thing. I know. Hey, wanna have the number 000? Exactly. Something this memorable can. Hold up. Light sticks. The organizers. They really know how to push someone around. I wanted to give them that. You're right. This is. Anyway, it's about time to head to the booth and meet up with the staff to start. Venesia. What is she doing here?
Target confirmed. Mine's ready. Toast on rice. Venetia, rolling out!
Did that guy just pass out?
had no idea I could pack such a punch for.
Good thing I'm built tough.
I just wanted to recreate that classic teen rom-com moment. I'm really sorry. Why am I here?
That's got to be the lamest.
How could such a classic trope fall out of fashion so quickly? Hey, I helped you out during the Phantasmoon Games, didn't I? I watched your whole fight at Graphia Academy. I'm more than happy to befriend those who are destined to be part. Of course not. That mask has already been imprinted with the... An old friend of mine once taught me how to...
If you call those bad doodles you made when drawing...
I'd always wondered if something I imaginated could actually fool the fantasy. See? This temporary ticket I gave you shows good. Speaking of which, shouldn't you... The scalpers are completely out of control. I could...
She did help us out before. All she's done for us. You're gonna be stingy about a tiny favor?
Huh? Didn't expect you to be... Little raccoon, I've actually been a huge fan of yours that afternoon. As I passed by the Graphia Academy building, I caught a glimpse of you by the window. Getting to share a few happy moments with you at this exhibition.
All right, I'll do it.
Just as I thought. No?
Let's go. We've wasted enough time. I need to meet up with my...
What should I get next? A baseball raccoon, March Bunny, or a Wolf of Dawn plushie? I tried. Wait, that girl
What are you talking about? Whatever, it's not important. Wait a sec. Isn't this March?
I'm a fox. A fox. Let me introduce myself. I'm Evanesia, March Bunny. I've actually been a huge fan of yours all along. Getting to share a few happy moments with you at this exhibition. That's all I could ever ask for.
Oh, you poor thing.
March, don't let yourself...
Such an adorable little fox girl could never have any bad intentions. It's not... Don't worry, Nessia. Just leave...
That's cool.
Himeko just messaged me.
Wow! If it isn't Trailblazer and March 7th! Such an...
Have you considered the possibility that they might be the... Hello there! We meet again! HQ arranged for me to wait here and welcome all of...
She's,
Hi, I'm Evanesia.
Since you're friends with our guests here, I guess it's...
Ladies and gentlemen, the guests from the Astral Express are about to make their entrance. Get ready to make some noise!
Officially kick off the Star Rail Fest exhibition, I'd like to thank our host, Pearlux Entertainment, as well as extend our gratitude to Blue Industries, Turbogen Heavy Industries. The exhibition area is now open, will transport you straight into the Astral Express's incredible journey across the Sea of Stars. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, you're standing in none other than Bellowbog! Now, let me hear you call out the name of our hero from the ice.
When I grow up, I want to be the Supreme Guardian and turn into a frost giant to fight in my next life. I want to be the Supreme Guardian and turn into a magical girl to protect Flame.
Wait, this isn't right. What's wrong with having the most popular streamer girl host? Whoa, wait. Aren't you supposed? That's right. So I'll have to go into hiding right after this job. Come to think of it, maybe I should lie low using my sparkle identity. Oh, right. Nameless. Won't you take pity on me and give me back in your dreams? Yoo-hoo! Since we have two nameless from the... Here's your question. In the final chapter of the Fluffy's Bellowbog arc, the Supreme... Oh, the Guardian wand that could transform her into an ice giant? Ding ding! That's well. Looks like this young lady here is quite the devoted... Oh, right. I almost forgot.
And what's the deal with this ice giant? Sure, Cocolia can
What? Lady Cocolia fought the engine of creation in her human form? That just makes it even more... Next question. Before Cocolia was frozen... Oops! Wrong! The flaming lance! In the end, the little raccoon used that lance to channel... Ding ding! That's correct! Every time I turn to that page...
Actually, I inherited this flaming lance from the...
What are you talking about? In Bellowbog's final battle? Wasn't it like this? Despite her grievous wounds, the Supreme... So the Fluffy storyline follows the... Wait, is that not how things went? Could you at least... I see. If the truth about this were to be revealed to the people... Nessia, please... Of course, my lips are... But I have to say, I'm surprised...
They say lies don't last forever, because those people are all...
Thank you for telling me about this. The Phantasmoon games make supplicants wear masks. Big hero! The event's not over yet. Come join me on the stage and deliver...
Me?
Hang in there, madam. Fear not, everyone. Today, we are honored to welcome to Star Rail Fest. Let me hear you say the name of the Wheel of Trailblazer. Come on, warrior from beyond this. Ignite your flaming lance. Charge up, madam. The host is calling for you. Time to... Reenacting a legendary scene right here. Of course, it's Flaming Lance forward! Flaming Lance forward! Flaming Lance forward! The spare tip has been ignited.
You got this, madam!
Seeing everyone so fired up, you've got this, madam! Don't give up! What's wrong, Nessia? I'm getting all emotion. Speeding Express, dazzling cosmos. And I know the story is fiction, but leaving home? Thanks for the love. And hey, traveling.
Being able to connect with friends like...
Well said. All right. Welcome aboard the Fluffy Shuttle Express. Welcome aboard the Fluffy Shuttle Express. I have to say, her Deluxe really put care into organizing this exhibition. Oh, I wonder what attractions await.
Welcome aboard the Fluffy Shuttle Express! Together we'll trailblaze into the future! Next stop...
The audience is brimming with...
Welcome aboard, passengers! Fluffy Shuttle Express is about to depart. Next stop, Xianzhou La Fu Exhibition Area.
Why is there so much... I bet this is some cutting-edge immersive theater. Based on what we saw in the Bellabog area... Ah, I got it! It must be Woof Woof Dawn teaming up with I'm so jealous that you guys still get to experience the joy of when people talk about the Astral Express's most memorable moments in the... When people say squadron, they mean... did I... Not at all. Did a memo snatcher steal my memories? Oh, I can't take it.
Express family.
What makes me use a Banjo outfit?
Holy moly, they nailed this. Little raccoon, little raccoon.
Rending my form, setting free.
Oh, hold it right there. Messia means that thing. With a flick of the hand, the ancient... Wolf of Dawn, I've actually been a hero. Who on earth did this from March Bunny in the comic? What? This is...
Never mind. I'll go ask someone about what.
As an old man.
That's good.
Hey, host, this immersive...
It's been almost 20 minutes. That's right. The script for this exhibition's stage play was written under the guidance of the... Oh, it's you! Trailblaze! Save this exhibition.
I come to sightsee and do hard labor. Fix these pipes. All for the audience.
and spectators.
It's the Xianzhou Luofu!
Oh, that's right. The Xianzhou Luofu Scale Gorge Waterscape. Woo! And now, it's showtime! Adapted from the true adventures of the Astral Express. Thanks to the support of Full Wish TV, we invited and now, Trailblaze.
Ha! We meet again.
I don't think that's necessary.
Aren't we supposed to be the heroes of the
Same as us. Shouldn't the heroes of...
Hey! What nonsense!
No. Quite the... As supplicants stepping into the fence.
What?
These people, I feel like they're way too heavy.
Yeah. In comics, a challenge like
March, you need to have faith in...
This is Star Rail Fest. Even if you defeat me, you'll never gain.
Boss. Gray, we'll tear the legend of this...
I accept your challenge. But
this is exactly the...
memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. In time, watch over the Evernight. May this fake snow loop destroy the skies. Don't worry, night falls. Don't blink. May you fulfill love's promise with me. And destruction with me!
you don't stand a chance against me.
Don't blink. Replace hatred with love! Rise and shine.
Have you calmed down now?
Once a supplicant's challenge me, don't get it wrong. This is just a prelude to the real showdown.
Just what exactly are they planning?
Is this the supplicant lurking beneath?
But which of the 4 Daybreak War? Forget it. We should... Interrupting a show for no reason. But to be honest, I wasn't dying.
So, don't tell me this whole Xianzhou story is funny. Can't say I'm surprised.
I wouldn't dare take credit for what I didn't do, since it was a...
As for the High Cloud Quintet, it's been over 700 years since... I know it may sound wild, but Xianzhou folks generally...
Yeah, immortality.
I almost forgot we're not in the Xianzhou anymore.
Yeah, that's not an issue. But the Xianzhou's attitude towards the abundant... just imagine if we hadn't won that battle against Fantilia back then.
Actually, I think the abundance and elation, after all, only with... In my opinion, those who are alive have the right to choose after all. There's always some...
Wow. Getting all philosophical on me now.
Since we're talking about...
Huh. You want to keep exploring?
Oh, come on, March. Don't be such a... Such reassuring...
All right.
Here we come, exhibition area. Himeko, you're here!
Are you two all right? Well told me to watch... You did well. If you had hurt them recklessly,
Oh, nice to see you again.
Pardon my poor memory.
Of course.
This is Evanescia. I think she's a student from... Huh?
So that girl you saw...
Well, wait a second. Who exactly who exactly?
Me? I'm no different from you. I had so much fun tagging along with you two. I think it's time to say goodbye for now.
Are you leaving, Miss?
Now that my identity has been exposed, Cinderella's magic is about to wear off. Little raccoon, you can feel it. It might spark something beautiful. Well then, before I go, I know you're nervous because flowers are always...
You left your own
she's...
Unexpected people and unexpected things. As someone who can create masks, I just don't know what to make of everything. Sorry. All right.
Where to?
Let's continue forward to the next stop. The Pinnacle. I have a feeling that the Daybreak Squadron's challenge is until...
Darn it! This whole Daybreak...
Here's some good news. At least we aren't completely without help. Is that all?
That's what I call true.
It's hard to believe they recreated this.
All the previous exhibitions were so hilarious. That's just mean. So where's the... I heard about your big fight with the superheroes. And since you might think you scored a medal anyway.
Just moments ago, and it's the Astral Express supplicant Trailblazer brazenly...
Oh my! This is terrible! Was that victory still not enough?
How chilling! In the video footage from the scene, the Trailblazer... You don't stand a chance.
Is this what she calls the Trailblaze? Using fruit was it? A sudden violent outburst?
Foolish TV will continue to follow.
Some say you're a violent maniac. Others think you're behind the scenes. Of course, someone's definitely pulling strings behind the scenes and stirring up drama. As a top streamer in this field, Spock... All right. It's not about what you said. Here, let me say... I won't go any further. But since you managed to defeat Miss Sparkle... No, I mean Miss Goodla. See you...
Hi! Trailblaze. Keep it. First question. Seeing as...
Planar Arcadia.
Interesting! Throughout the history of the fan...
Show everyone this
That's an impressive answer.
The other native supplicants?
Speaking of local supplicants,
We've no...
At the end of the day, this is a festival for the IPC's interests?
Wait, what?
Over these 15 years, the nature of competition in the Phantom Moon games has evolved. The Daybreak Squadron's taunts were just smoke. Come to think of it, it's only natural.
Indeed. The audience is all fun. But you know... Well, if it isn't the
This storm online.
Miss Kuchiba, you've seen all...
Sorry, got a bit... So, who is this Welt?
Pearl assigned us to investigate the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. But every suspicious threat...
And then there's the one pulling the strings.
Full Wish?
Oh, you know that.
She was my junior at school. 15 years ago. She was also the only student who survived at grad.
The good news is your junior is living better than anyone else. As for the bad news, she's probably plotting something for the Phantom Moon game.
Madame Pearl sent Mr. Ashvale to ensure everyone's safety. Of course.
Long story short, feel free to use...
So, are we...
We should keep moving forward.
Forget about any fantasies of fairness and harmony. Once this battle turns bloody, fear will seep through the screen and become some supplicant's wish power. See, that's the problem with modern society.
To move forward, we'll need to fuel up the Shuttle Express first.
Come on, let's fuel up the Express.
Astral Express! The Astral Express. Just as I thought you weren't going to show up. And it's an old friend. Been a while, old man.
Don't be so... People who have lived in Dovebrook share a special connection. Since you're treating me as an old friend, I don't want to act like some... I'll only tell you this. What you're doing right now,
has already crossed a dangerous line. Whatever orders Full Wish gave you, there's still time to turn back if you stop now. Wilhelm, Tiana, and you, Magnus. After my heartfelt warning, do you still insist?
They're my partners. Listen up, old man. Supplicant's challenges during the fantasy.
Like...
Oh, we're not the Herald of Death. And we're definitely not. We will prove to the people that we are true here. The Astral Express. These visitors from beyond the sky claim they saved the cosmos from this so-called saving the cosmos might just be another scheme of the IPC. Just like us back then. Putting on a show on TV, desperately trying to tell those children, tell my past self, that when the Herald of Death comes, there will be heroes. Captain. But where were the nameless of the Astral Express? When... Gray? Don't be fooled by these... The Astral Express doesn't care about our happiness at all. They come and go like all tourists. No, they're even more heartless than tourists. Because they're here! They replaced our fantasies of heroes with their own image. All to satisfy their... Tell me, have you ever, even for a moment, felt what it's like to...
It's not the Astral Express you hate. You're just hating yourself. That powerless child who couldn't protect everyone. But I want to tell you, being powerless was never your...
Quit yapping! Tear them to shreds! Beat them to a pulp! I want a bloodbath! Daybreak Squadron! Beat these alien punks to the ground!
Shut up! All of you, shut up! As a kid, it wasn't my fault that I was powerless. But we, the orphans of the blood-stained games, won't remain that way forever. We've undergone the happiness surgery transformation. We've overcome our weak... Strange. Even though our suffering was erased.
Brother, that's only because... this pain has been here all along. It's time to overcome it! It's time to use the power of happiness to defeat it once and for all!
Well said! Then let's finish what needs to be done. Let's reclaim from these outsiders the image of heroes that the people of Ahatopia...
What about you, Magnus?
Sorry, Mr. Ashvale, but a hero never betrays his companions. We are the Daybreak Squadron, 4 warriors of one heart, united to protect the world. I won't let down my companions, or the...
We are the true heroes. Look at the statue of the conductor. It's just an empty shell. But we can. Let me prove it to you.
Stop them! Don't let them drag the Astral Express's name through the mud!
I shall provide the wish power to awaken it.
I shall become its skeleton and allow it to stand!
I shall turn into the fuel that drives it forward!
I shall become the core that makes the engine sing the song of eternal joy!
Happy! So happy!
Happiness! The Express is about to warp happily! Cleanup initiated! Eliminate! Everyone
mercy. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. In time, watch over the Evernight. Don't worry, night falls. Good night. Mavis, snow blue, restore the skies.
Trust me. We can do anything!
Don't blink. May you fulfill love's promise with me. Cleanse hatred with love.
Is nothing but the IPC's laptop! We've already done. Won't mind handling a few more.
What did you say?
Swim away, pain together! You just don't look. Don't blink. Mirror destruction with me! Stop messing against me. I think so. Don't worry, night falls. Good night. Deep cleaning mode activated! Let's do a thorough cleaning!
Trust me. We can do anything!
We won't stop working! As we've written, cleanse hatred with love! Again. Surely that did the trick this time. Reboot. Self-repair. Must bring happiness. With everyone, we'll be happy.
I offer my blood to consume this vendetta. I offer my heart to shoot down this injustice. I, lead Hunter La Mancha, call upon you in the name of the Star Hunt Oath. O Skybow, gaze upon this broken-legged wolf and steer my hunt toward victory!
So happy. Now arriving at Terminal Station, land of sneering gods. Welcome back into the gods' embrace.
Shh. Quiet now. It's time for bed.
Are we still alive? Oh, hey, don't say things like that.
I remember the out-of-control express taking us down and through an abandoned tunnel. Theoretically speaking.
But what's with all these ruined buildings? And that weird space in the distance? Is this really an underground station?
Perhaps we're no longer in reality. We may have landed somewhere within the...
Then, can we still make it back?
We need to find everyone and get out of here.
Where's Mr. Ashvale and the others?
been reborn. See? I knew we weren't like your right, Red. We're heroes.
If you are just it.
Everyone, please!
Just smile. Embrace the everlasting bliss.
I beg you! It's not too late. We can still go back to the...
It's no use. They are...
All shall be blessed with happiness, and let our laughter infect all.
My senior, Mr. Ashvale.
Move aside, Magnus.
Please, just give me another minute.
It's best if you just move.
A true hero.
If I tried to kill them now, will you stop me? I get where you're coming from, but they've made the... after tribute of the Sinwish Syndicate, a gang that once ruled the streets of Dubbrook. They pulled a wave, and Koss died. They were far from saints.
That's why we brought them down.
Yes, they may have had sins to atone for.
Thank you for your aid. I and the Blaze Weaver war.
Play? We're not, Mr. Detective. Do you know about the Galaxy Rangers?
Ah! Mr. Ashville!
Remember what happened today, Magnus. Glad to see that you're all made of tough stuff.
Oh. La Mancha, leader of the Galaxy Rangers.
Then you're well informed, Nameless. You mean the of course not. I retired a long time ago, out of the Rangers. And just so we're clear, I want you all to forget the name you just heard. Right here, instead of obsessing over my identity, or pitying the 3 dead criminals, I advise you to work on a way out of this place.
The train broadcast called this place the land of sneering.
Are we going?
Mr. Ashvale, despite being at such a bizarre location, you've been oddly Do you truly know nothing about...
Besides, well, I'm simply doing what It's time to show us the... Oh, come on. Didn't Pearl give...
Akavilli. Come. Yes. There's someone calling for me from someplace deeper. Going forward. Come here. This way, Hockey Lily. Come, embrace this wondrous world. Come to my side. We want to go further, deeper. Become one with me. The joy, the positive feedback, sweet synaptic flickers on your cortex. Listen, it's breathing, slumbering, whimpering, and grinning. exchange for a boarding pass on the express toward the end. Become one with me. Become a part of me. Become mine.
Let's go deeper. I want to go over there.
Come. Just like that. Step forward.
That's far enough, kid. My golden principle while working on cases in this world is to keep my curiosity in check and not get involved with matters beyond the case itself. Especially things that already look considerably dangerous. However, the thing that slumbers in the deep here does look awfully familiar.
Into brocade, breathe soul into painted stones. Let the jewels of heaven rise as they will. All for the Amber Lord. We meet again, everyone. Fortunately, Perluck, please accept my sincerest apologies for not intervening.
Actually, she put one in my pocket too, but I auctioned it online as a souvenir.
Madame Pearl, where exactly were we just now?
The place where you fell is called the Torn Scroll. It is a space that peeled from the scroll. The Department of Aberration Defense originally thought this kind of phenomenon had stabilized. But based on ops, therefore, I had to use the power of the Cornerstone to analyze the space. Then meant, however, I wasn't able to directly observe your situation.
We can close the new Herald of Death case. They were responsible for the Sinwish Syndicate massacre.
Was Full Wish.
I couldn't find any solid proof of it.
Worry not. Based on the intel, as a survivor of the tragedy of the blood-stained game, the organization has since been providing an unapproved medical treatment named Happiness Surgery, and the Daybreak Squadron, members of the Smile Society, imitated that from the aforementioned facts.
If I may, Madame Pearl. Management in Plain Arcadia should be dictated by the chain of evidence rather than extrapolated probability.
I understand. In any case, we have achieved our goal through Star Rail Fest.
Since Full Wish is exposed now, and we've defeated her
I'm afraid all 3 Daybreak warriors were supplicants.
That can't be. The supplicant should be the...
Those devoured by my shadow can no longer...
If they were all supplicants.
What's even more terrifying is it was the taste.
What?
Yes. I didn't think this world... Living in seclusion dull.
There is no point in beating yourself up over it. Therefore, the conclusion must be assessing the risk and...
General Yao Guang told us that she foresaw a great calamity upon Plain Arcadia.
So that's why she asked me for the authority to extradite Blade. Regardless, In the name of the IPC, these options imply 3 different strategies. Regardless, thank you for your surprise intel, Mr. Ashvale. You have just saved many more lives. Henceforth, the Department of Aberration Defense will place Full Wish and the members of the research system.
Understood. We will also implement pre-disaster measures at the Calamity.
Full Wish is not working alone. For normal people to be able to get an abundance transformation, therefore, as the administrator, this has escalated beyond mere rivalry for the Ionic game. Full Wish's conspiracy.
Please, Madam Pearl. This is my homeworld, and I won't allow the tragedy to...
Indeed, there are old scars and fresh wounds to...
You have my eternal gratitude. I won't forget this bond from our shared trust. I shall prepare an action plan, as well as share relevant information.
Oh, leaving now. Because it's just another Phantasmoon Games for me. Maybe that's precisely why AHA designed it this way. Maybe interrogate him for a few days. Get a strong... And once we've picked his brain, it's almost time.
So it's true. The cap... This is... Thank you. Mr. Ashvale is right. In the end,
Terribly sorry, Nameless. It was your exhibition and your enemies. And there I was. Curious. I wonder how much wish power my appearance this time. Oh, don't be like that. You can tell them that... we fought side by side in the past, and... Well, I know. I heard some of theirs were still looking for me before I went into my last crime. Some people want the head on my shoulders, while others want the shadow in my arm. What? Itching to get rid of me already? An even greater prey just joined the game. Sure, she could be small fry by. Before the supplicants go their separate ways, Full Wish is definite. Such confidence. And for some reason, you really... Well, given your skills, would you be interested? Good answer. I apologize. In that case, I will...
Full Wish's partner.
Oh no.
Is there something else? I understand. Your inquiry. How did they manage to... I had put it now. Personally speaking, I cannot fault the citizen. After all, for the corporation, that you've been to Penacony. You should know. There, the family's humans cannot turn off their innate negative My assigned theme is the portrayal and sublimation of pain. This so-called happiness surgery does more than just obliterate people. To me, governing this world is like creating thus. My duty and theme have become one and the same. Thank you again for lending your aid, Nameless. I will begin. Please. I hope you will.
You know,
Assessment. You have something to ask me.
Well, lately, I've been on an extremely lucky streak. Be it Full Wish or Magnus.
Luck is also an important part.
I'm beginning to think you're the one behind it all. You tasked me to investigate the Society and protect the Astral Express, which all led to me unleashing my shadow on those people. You had everything planned out since the beginning, hadn't you?
If I answer yes, would it wound your ego?
Perhaps.
Yes. I paved the way for your investigation. Through you, I confirmed my suspicions about the Research Society. However, fortunately, there's a ranger who specializes in confronting such abominations.
But you know, the shadow sealed inside mine, simply removing the nail can cause it to stir and resonate with the fragment and fissure. Had I not kept it under control at that time, the fight would have ended with all of us buried in that bottomless abyss. Is that part of your plans too, Pearl?
Humans fear the worst, but to the Intellitrons, such fears are merely irrational determinants. Wasn't the mask of elation I gave you enough to pay? That gift you found through the guidance of the Express Navigator stars that very shadow that devoured the Swarm and Lord Ravager Zulo 10 amber eras ago. That very shadow that devoured Shuth, the emanator of abundance.
You won the bet. You sure?
Please, allow me to correct you. Then again, you are the species that brought art into existence as a form. Whether you believe it or not, I will honor our initial agreement, Mr. La Mancha. At the moment of it, to let a Galaxy Ranger die peacefully in his bed.
In that case, I will continue. Right. You mentioned several times wanting to replicate the works of Graphia. I don't know much about art, but I was considering that despite the lack of artistic quality in your strokes when sealing those fissures today, to the people of this world, your creation is just as important as the works of Graphia. Looking back to the ancestral painter of the Cinderth Age, do you truly think she cared about the artistic value of each stroke when she created? Tisk. But what do I know? These aren't just crude observations from an amateur, so
We meet again. It's hard to believe that I came back for you.
I gotta thank nature's gift. The 6.1 billion credits reward is a
Fortunately, I bypassed you. And do you always turn your customers over to the...
Speaking of short-sightedness, no one rivals the Stellaron Hunters.
On the contrary, there are many paths.
In other words,
Take a...
I've heard about what befell Euphorius. And in the world where the elation is the center of attention, there will eventually be more than one Eon interfering. Even a Destiny slave would not be...
Keep guessing. We're getting pretty...
Enough of your games. I'd say it's not too late to rename the planet...
It's still too early to despair, old man. I came prepared.
30 million credits.
Come on, give your friend a...
I ain't your
I meant...
It's been a while, Yingxi.
It's been too long.
I knew it. There must be an explanation for the unusual fate of this world. Though I lost sight of the sparrow, I discovered a mysterious tree. I finally found the heart of the Phantasmoon game. Mr. Sunday, do you sense me? There's no reaction from the bird. What's wrong with it? Hello? Is anyone there? Can I get somebody here?
No one's here. No.
That's a lie. I saw a pretty girl hiding right here through the bird's eyes.
That's none of your business. None of your business.
If that's how it's going to be, then I'm done playing nice here. If my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, the ancient tree here must be the ambrosial arbor of abundance, yes? Little girl, are you going to keep playing hide and seek?
The Department of Aberration Defense often comes here to record game progress. And now my movements have been exposed to complete outsiders. I suppose it's time to leave. You sound unpleasant to talk to, but since you have eyes keen enough to tell what I am at a glance, I will answer 3 questions. So ask away. Once you have your answers, I'm going to show you the door.
I wanted to question why the Joyseeker would permit the ambrosial arbor of abundance to take root in a world they had blessed. But given their carefree... On my second question, are you a Fey kind native to Ahatopia, or are you one of the long-life species shaped by the...
Aren't you good at divination? Can you help me take a look whether the slip on my head says wheel or woe?
There's nothing on your head except your...
And that itself is the answer. I am the arbitrator who determines the outcome of the Phantasmoon Games. I am the raging waves of joy, and the living pulse of this world. Diviner of the Xianzhou, the weal and woe you behold are but a single petal fallen from my hand. It blooms with the morning, and withers by evening, reducing to dust in a
Interesting. Took you quite some time to come up with those words, huh?
The one who created me did say most people wouldn't believe me. Turns out they were...
I believe you. I feel the same way. For many do not trust the words of a diviner. Besides, no weal or woe has befallen you, which means you're
left with one question.
Since you admit to being an abomination of abundance, shouldn't you explain the fate of this world's residents? Unless they are your doing? It may be too late by the time I summon the Lux Arrow from the sky with the rainbow.
Chill out! You shouldn't make... I'm not as skilled at divination as you are. When you suddenly speak of the great wheel or woe and after all, isn't every rule and every variable of the Phantasmoon? As for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief. This entire day, we had situations lined up one after.
The Research Society is insane to meddle with the power of abundance. Foolish witnessed the tragedy caused by the Herald of Death 15. We have to relay this information to Don Hung, Sunday. Foolish is definite. That is why we must win an audience with Aha.
Yeah. The thought of the Research Society of Happy's.
It's been a long day, and...
The best way to recharge is to...
Sounds good. I was thinking...
All the smarties and dummies, children.
Now that everyone
has made
their appearance,
no need
to keep further secrets.
What began
As a spark
must grow
into wildfire.
as an extra one of these
Fantasy games
shall receive all
as my authority. More than 3 minutes
to become
the true permanent
more of elation. As such, it's time to revel in unabated joy.
Thank you.